Okay, guys, I'm done, and I'll let you see the finished product with the carbon fiber in the back. I think it turned out fairly nice. I'm satisfied with it. You know, it's like anything else. Hard work, will yield results, and I think it yielded pretty good results. It's not for everyone. I mean, there's always going to be people that want more, I don't know, show, more glamour, more, I don't know, what you would call it, pizzazz. But I think it's got plenty of pizzazz. It brings a 60s muscle car into the 2K world, I think. And, it was cheap. I mean, I think all in all, with the welder, I have about $120 into the dash, and 75, maybe 130. 75 is the what do you call it, welder, that plastic welder. That doesn't include the gauges. I got the gauges from Hot Rod's Garage, the same people I bought the LS1 fuel tank. He gave me a pretty good deal. These are classic gauges, sell for about $650. He let me have them for $525. Like I said, he said he would work with anybody. You might be able to get them cheaper. I don't know. I mean, I'm not into this is not a sales pitch for Hot Rod Garage or for anybody else. I happen to like those guys. They did me right on the fuel tank, and I think they did me right on these gauges too. So I wouldn't hesitate to give them a call again. And here's the end result. You tell me what you think, because I think it turned out real nice. Here we go. Gives you a better view of it all. Those are the three lights that I put in. Engine trouble light, high beam light, and then the brake light. They're 8mm lights, flat LEDs. These are 3mm lights for the turn signals. They're very small. The idea was to make them look like, they were kind of smiling at you. Let's see if I can get you a better picture of the whole dash. And of course, it's a classic industry instrument cluster. And it says right on it, Classic Instruments, the final touch, supposedly. I happen to like them. I like the carbon fiber. You see the glare of the light. I wish you didn't have that, but you do. In the picture. You won't see it in the dash. If you take a look here, even the embossing came out through the vinyl. Not as well as I'd like, but not bad. Washer wiper, lights. I don't know. I think in general, it turned out real nice. It's a custom dash. It's definitely something that, people would pay for. I could have put another coat of black paint in the satin, but I didn't want to because I'm going to put the vinyl. But as you can see, she sanded pretty smooth. I left this where it says windshield wiper. I'm hoping that I can depress that into the vinyl. I don't know. We'll see. And that says lights right there. My gauge layout is a little different from what I had originally planned. This is what I had planned. This is not what I planned, but this is one of them. And what I did is I used an awl in the center, right? And then, which left a little dot in the plastic. And then I used a circle maker, with those little compasses, and made a circle. And then I realized where I wanted to finally end up with the holes, and that's what I ended up with. Okay? They all seem to fit. I've got two little LED lights inside the turn signal arrows, which I think will look cool. These are 3 lights. One is amber, that's going to be your check engine light. Your blue is going to be your high beam light, and your red is going to be your brake light. You know, as you can, well, you know, I glued with that slurry a piece of plastic in the back. Then I drilled the holes for the LED lights. I think she turned out really nice. Give you a rough idea. This here, if you remember correctly, on the original dash it went up here. And I used 2 pieces of wood, heated this up, bent it out, and gave myself a nice little edge here. And it also is wrinkle finished. And this is a 1-dim radio box, fits perfect in there. And just so you can see it comes out, that's the opening. I welded plastic all the way around inside there to hold it. And now remember, the radio will, and if I get this back in, have a black plastic surround or plate that goes around it. So the radio will sit in, and it'll have a rounded plastic plate that comes with the radio, and that'll finish that off real nice. But that's pretty much it. As you can, trying to give you a good shot at all the different details. And it looks like it got a little black, a little gray there that the paint didn't cut in, but I can touch that up with a brush or something. That finish turned out really nice. The wrinkle finish. That wrinkle finish just looks so nice on the car. You can't even see where the welded was. I damaged here, but I fixed it. I can paint this little line silver, but I don't know that I'm going to do that. I like it black. And plus my hand's not that steady. That's one thing about hitting 60. You don't have the steadiness that you did when you were younger. But I think that turned out pretty nice. What do you think? You guys tell me. I wouldn't be ashamed of that being my dashboard, you know? And when that carbon fiber goes in there, when the carbon fiber goes into the inlay, I think that's going to look really sharp. And I hope I can cut that straight. That's where the templates come in. I'm hoping to, I made this template, and it's pretty daggone close. It's got a little booger here, but it's pretty close everywhere else. So I'm hoping to cut the carbon fiber enough to match that. This I'm not worried about because there's a unit that comes here and it's got a little reveal around it, so it'll cover that. But I'm hoping the rest of it turns out. I don't know what's going to happen here because this goes in. So I'm going to have to heat that carbon fiber. I'm hoping it's flexible enough where it stretches and goes down inside here. I may have to cut it around in the circle and leave that black. And I'm going to wrap it into the edge of this button for the windshield wiper. But that's it. I don't think that's half bad. You know, I wish I could get you a better picture of it. There it is. That's the best I could do for you. I don't think that's too bad for a dash in a Chevelle. It's definitely different. And I've seen these similar to these on eBay, and they're very expensive. So I'm very pleased that I was able to make it. And the ones on eBay do not have the 1-DIN radios. I wanted to put a radio with USB, with Bluetooth, it has a separate microphone, and it's got all that. It's internet, all that stuff. I wish I could have put a 2-DIN with a backup camera, but there was just no space in the dash for it. But anyway, For those who don't like my video, I'm sorry. I'm not a professional movie maker. And to be quite honest with you, this has always been for me a log of a project that I'm building, so that when my kids, when something happens to me, they'll know how much heart I had to put into the car, you know? They'll know that I loved what I was doing, and hopefully they'll appreciate it as much as I do, you know, as I'm building it. But anyway, enough said. Thank you for those that took the time to look at my video, and for those who blew it off, well, God bless you. And I'm pleased with how she ended up. I'm always uncomfortable in these videos because I think I look a little a little awkward, you know. But anyway, after 5 days, 6 days of work, 5 days really, you know, and a little bit of frustration along the way. It was a learning curve. I think it turned out okay. I think this is a nice option for people, and I think that people in general who are looking to build a custom dash and don't have a lot of money to, you know, pay for these aftermarket dashes, which are all nice, but you know, or they have a different idea in mind. This is an option. It doesn't require fiberglass. It doesn't require body putty. It doesn't require aluminum. It doesn't require wood. It's just plastic. And I think the final product was well worth the effort. I'm gonna let you see it. And this is it. Good or bad. I'm gonna put the carbon fiber looks, I think, pretty good. And I'm going to put a little fiberglass on the console. Little carbon fiber on the console, on the doors, and on the upper portion, not the doors, but on the upper portion of the console, to balance it off. And I think it'll look real nice. So I think it turned out like it should. And anyway, hope that helps people. I'm happy with it. That's all. Thank you.